Hey y'all. So I am here to do a general collective reading for you guys. Now, I was calling myself clearing my energy from just doing a Pisces what spirit needs you to know right now reading. And within that, there was definitely an energy shift. I became kind of irritable and kind of feel like a little pressure in my head. So some of you guys could be really irritable at this time, or you could have a headache. I know this is not my energy. I don't generally get headaches. Literally, I literally could count on one hand as many times I just get random headaches. So it's definitely not my energy. And then just being irritable, yeah, no. So, if in fact that is you, I send you so much love. I do want to make sure that I let you guys know that my son is present. So, you guys are going to hear probably a lot of noise, and there probably will be distractions where I will have to pause. He has special needs, and so I just want to apologize in advance. But we're going to let him be great and do his thing, okay? If in fact it bothers you too much, you can go ahead and click off the reading. I do not need the negative comments in the comment section. There's plenty of other readers, so you can just check out and check in somewhere else, alright? There also could be certain people or just things that are really begging for your attention at this time. Know whether or not you are for that or not. That's according to whatever you got going on in your world. So, but just needed to bring attention to that. Another thing, spilled some on my shirt. It's a little stain there. Not even sure if you guys can see it or not, but I just want to address it because I do know certain things can, irritate people or bother people, or it could whatever, right? Because if you're a person who got OCD, maybe it's something you just sitting there staring at the whole reading. I don't know, but if it bothers you, you can, leave the reading, or you can listen with your ears and not your eyes, okay? I'm trying to think if that was all the. I think that's everything I wanted to preface with. The disclaimers. Last disclaimer. Listen, if it's not yours, don't receive it to be. Okay. Listen. The whole reading could be for you. Bits and pieces could be for you. Yeah. So if it doesn't flow, let it go. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna welcome Spirit in, and we'll move forward. Holy Spirit of the Most High God of pure divine white light, I welcome you into this reading. I ask that you grant me the ability to deliver clear and concise messages to the collective viewer as you see fit. We thank you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will continue to be. Amen. Alright, y'all. So, the focus of this reading, we have real friends. Alright. So for some of you guys, I'm getting there right now, is a time of some of y'all may have went through a process of cutting off people who you thought were your real friends. I actually had that quite a few readings ago. So yeah, like I said, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching the video. If in fact it resonates with you, I would love for you to subscribe so you can tap into more of the readings, as well as click the like button, share it to somebody who you feel would also resonate with it. But yeah, go back and check out the older videos because there's some of these readings can be timeless or literally just for in the moment that you're watching it, right? It could resonate, okay? But I'm getting that some of you guys had, connections of maybe these were friendships you had for years, right? And just over time of growth, having your awakening, doing shadow works, whatever and whatnot, you have just come and y'all please excuse the noise in the background. He's back here doing the most. But anyway, you have come to realize that, those who you may have been in tune with and in alignment with at one point in time, you are no longer feeling that way, right? So you move forward, and maybe you went through a period of hermit mode, right? Maybe you went through a period of just really staying to yourself, being to yourself, or just only dealing with a couple people, right? And I'm getting, so for those of you who that does resonate with, you're coming into a time period where you are about to resonate with new friends, and these are going to be what you will feel to be your new real friends, okay? For others of you, I'm getting that there's been a few people here lately that you've been having encounters with. Now, let me be very clear. Use your discernment. Take what's yours, okay? What resonates with you, you know what I'm saying? And whatever doesn't, don't force it, all right? But for some of you guys, maybe you guys have had like a couple fallouts with some of your so-called real friends, right? And you've been questioning, like, man, I don't even feel like y'all really for me, because it's like, well, if you was real friends, then whoop de whoop, right? Spirit is saying for some of y'all, like, these really are your real friends. It's just that y'all are just going through a time of like disagreement, you know what I'm saying? And maybe there just needs to be some better communication. Obviously maybe some forgiving, okay? And I am also getting that some of these friends are feeling like you are holding grudges. Friends, family, whatever, right? Okay. Take it for what it is. You put stuff where it's supposed to go in your situation, right? But some of these people are feeling like you are holding grudges against them, okay? And or vice versa, right? Could be you feeling like that, okay? So, use your discernment and decipher what situation is your situation. But regardless of whatever, you are in a time period where there's going to be more clarity when it comes to you and having real friends, right? For some of y'all, it's literally just you are now coming into the time frame of realizing that these so-called real friends are not your real friends, right? So everybody's going to be in a different on a different part of the spectrum when it comes to this specific topic. But like I say, we will move forward with the reading and you figure out what belongs to you, okay? All right. So, sorry, y'all, I'm doing the most with this camera. Okay. So moving forward, we have forgive me, okay? So you have a so-called real friend that is wanting you to forgive them, or vice versa, right? You have a friend that you consider to be a real friend and you're wanting forgiveness, okay, at this time. Now, we also have addictions. So clearly, or an addiction, okay? So for some of you guys, okay, I'm getting for some of you guys, this is you, okay? And for whatever reason, there's some type of addiction, right? And let me be very clear for those who only assume that when we speak about addictions, that these addictions are as simple as, well, not as simple, because they're not simple, but the typical addictions that most people think of when you hear the word addiction, right, are going to be like alcoholism. So, consuming a lot of alcohol, drugs of whatever kind, right? It could be prescription drugs. It could be illegal drugs. It could be, just hard drugs, whatever. But a lot of times people don't acknowledge certain things, like, and these are just examples, these are what are coming to me, so this could be your situation or whoever this person is that wants you to forgive them. But things like sexual addictions, right? Things like retail addictions, right? Things like being habitual liars. That actually can be, as crazy as it may sound, can be an addiction for some people. Especially no shade. Okay, if this is one of your major placements, no shade, but it's just the truth. And you can check with some other readers or some other people that are into astrology and whatever whatnot, and y'all can talk about that if y'all want to. Okay. But if you got strong Libra somewhere, it's a high possibility that you be lying about something. Okay. Or wherever your Libra is in your chart, maybe that is the area that you tend to be lying and whatnot. But anyway, moving on. Either way, there is addictions of all kinds and all sorts. So you are dealing with someone that, like I said, either you or that person is needing forgiveness. Or wanting forgiveness for whatever these addictions are. Because for whatever reason, I have 1212 on my clock, and 1120 on the timer. Confirmation on the phone as well. So, see, and that also ties into like the irritable feeling that I was getting prior to doing this reading, as well as like the headache. So what I will say is, okay, for some of y'all, those could be maybe small signs so if you guys are dealing with somebody, right, and you just been noticing some odd stuff about whoever we talking about, whoever you thinking about in this time. You just been noticing some odd things, like maybe every time you talk to them, or more often than not, they keep telling you like, oh, they're irritable, or they seem like they're real aggressive or real agitated, or they have an attitude all the time. And it's not their norm, okay? Or they seem to keep telling you about headaches, okay? Spirit is like confirming like these are some of the signs to let you know that like they're dealing with some type of addiction. And maybe for you, okay, if this person is you, okay, and not only do they need some type of help, or you could possibly need some type of help due to this. And so if you are in fact their real friend, and you are open and willing to put yourself in this space and position to assist them through this process, then those are the signs, okay? Those are just some of the signs that you can look for in just kind of giving you that clarity at this time, okay? For some of y'all, I'm getting that these people are going to feel like you're not their real friend, because these addictions have kind of taken over them, and they've kind of start doing a bunch of things that just like aren't healthy for the connection, and or even trying to like invite you and welcome you into that lifestyle of whatever it is that they're doing, and it's causing some type of friction between you guys, okay? So I don't know, simple example would be, say they smoke weed, you don't smoke weed, right? Maybe you just drink, or maybe you don't do anything, and you still, you're their friend, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna still rock with you. I ain't gonna act like, oh, I'm better than you, or oh, I'm too good, I can't be around nobody because you smoke and I don't. Like, it ain't, you're not coming with that energy. You still rock with them because for whatever your reasons that you rock with them. But it's gotten to the point now where, excuse my son, y'all, he's special needs for those who don't know. Anywho, Aaron, too much noise, okay? For some of y'all, it's like they're doing the most when it comes to y'all chilling now. Now they're like, oh man, here, just hit it. You cool. You are you scared? Like trying to, peer pressure type energy, right? but you notice that like that's the energy they coming with. You know what I'm saying? And you're not feeling it, and it's really been making you question like, well, damn, are these really my real friends? If they know me already and they know this is not what I'm on, and they're like trying to force me to do some stuff that they know I don't do. So I feel like, that's for some of y'all, right? So like I say, if it's not yours, don't take it to be yours, right? But for some of y'all, that is the situation. For others of you guys, let's see. This could be a scenario that already took place, right? And maybe you cut these people off due to that. And this friend has sat back and really thought about what took place. Maybe they kind of sobered up and, or maybe they just had a moment of sobriety and they sat and like, dang, you know what? Such and such ain't came around. Like, they ain't really rocking with us no more. Like, whatever. Maybe they sat and really realized like, oh, dang, you know what? Last time we vibed, like I was trying to get her to smoke or trying to get her to do whatever, and she don't do none of that. And maybe they was talking with like they dude or they girl or sister, cousin, brother, or whatever about it, and they're like, man, she don't do that. Like why would you even try to make them do that? Or why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but either way, I don't know, but yeah, that's definitely the energy I'm getting. And for those of y'all that are dealing with this, like, first off, I just want to say, like, listen, because somebody is like kind of like, I can tell somebody's really hurt by this. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to send you so much love at this time, because I realize that it can be really hard to just go through a process of just like, people don't realize how impactful friendships are, right? Like, people put a lot of emphasis on the whole boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend connection, right? And even the family connection when y'all have issues with your family members. But people don't ever really put a full emphasis on how traumatic and devastating issues within friendships can be, right? Because it's like, regardless of what the connection is, like, you've had a bond with these people, you've shared things with these people and whatnot, and memories and whatnot, right? And so when things kind of go sour, that affects us as well, you know what I mean? Especially if y'all like real tight, you know what I'm saying, or been friends for years. Like, it's just never easy to like pull back your energy from those people, right? So I just want to send you love right now. If that is you, then you're dealing with this, especially if it's definitely dealing with somebody who has any type of addiction, right? Because that just can be a really tough thing as well, you know what I'm saying? I'm also getting sexual addiction, so some of you guys could have a friend who has oh Lord Jesus Spirit. Okay. Some of y'all have a friend who's contracted some type of STD because of an addiction with sex. I don't know if that's something that you already knew or something that Spirit's just wanting you to know. I would definitely suggest that regardless of who the person is to you, please don't share drinks with y'all friends. Okay? Not and it's not to like be like that, but just drink your own drink. Like, stop, oh girl, let me drink it, like, because I love y'all, but like, and we love our people, right? But sometimes, like, people are out here doing a lot of things, and regardless if they're your friend or not, and regardless if they share information with you or not, like, you don't know who's dealing with who and what's been going on and how they've been doing what they've been doing. So it's like anything can happen, and just for your personal safety and precaution, like, just be mindful of things like that, okay? But yeah, somebody could very well be dealing with some type of sexual addiction and have contracted some type of venereal situation, okay? For some, it can be something that's curable, and for some, it might not be, Okay, so be mindful of that. All right. And even in that, y'all, for those who, if it's not curable, there, y'all, a good portion of us at this point know, and don't get me wrong, I know not everybody's educated on like HIV and all that, but a good portion of us know that you can still live a a good life, if you do have something that is, like HIV or whatever, right? Because it may not be curable, but you can still, it's livable, right? You can still live. You don't, person's not just gonna flat out go and die because you have HIV and AIDS nowadays due to medications. Okay, so I do want to definitely put that disclaimer out there, especially to any of you all who may be watching this who has any of those type of conditions, right? So I send you love because I know well, I don't want to say I know, but I just can imagine that would be, just a change of trajectory on your path and how you experience life and your interactions with others, right? So I send you lots of love, baby, and lots of healing, okay, if that in fact is you, okay? Okay, sorry about that, y'all, because my son he do a lot. Anyway, but yeah, so I send y'all my love, okay? Um, but overall, when it comes to just the situation, like I just feel like a lot of you all are being tested at this time. In acknowledging not only your personal like love for self, right, and setting boundaries and being very clear in your communication about how people are making you feel and what they're doing, and also just being straightforward with people and the things that they have going on. Um, and then for some of y'all, just really being a real friend to certain individuals, being straightforward with them, and listen, whatever response reaction they give you, when you are, very forward with them will let you know how they feel about you and how they even feel about themselves, right? And actually, you could very well be, excuse me, you could be a Pisces. I just did a Pisces What Spirit Needs You to Know Right Now reading. So if you are or you have Pisces placements that are significant, you might want to go check that reading out because it talked about boundaries. And we talked about that in that reading about how in you setting certain boundaries with these people, pay attention to their response, their reaction, right? That will show you just a lot, right, about them and how they feel about you, them and how they feel about themselves, them and how they feel about the restrictions that you are setting forth. Because keyword I just said was restrictions, but I'm talking about boundaries. So to some of these people, restrictions is what they may feel when in fact it's not necessarily a restriction. It's just more you setting the tone to say, hey, look, this is where I won't accept this, or this is what I am only permitting as it pertains to me. And if in fact they disagree with that or they can't align with that, then that shows you that they don't value I don't say they don't value you because they find value in you. Obviously, when you set boundaries and they can no longer access those because they'll get upset because they know that you will have something valuable to offer, and then they're being cut from that in some way, shape, or form to the ability of what they want, to the extent of what they want access to, right? But that's my point. It's like set boundaries so you don't feel used up, okay? But like I say, if you have Pisces placements or just this part of this resonates with you, check out that Pisces What Spirit Needs You to Know Right Now reading, because that definitely kind of ties in, okay? For some of you guys, you could live in Egypt, have traveled to Egypt, or be planning a trip to Egypt. You can have Egyptian or Kemetic ties. Some of you guys could have traveled to Punta Cana, want to travel to Punta Cana. That could be on your bucket list. You could live in Punta Cana. You just whatever. Punta Cana could have significance to you. Okay. Maybe these friends that I am talking about, that is just Spirit's clarification to let you know, hey, the group of friends you went to Punta Cana with, or the person you went to Punta Cana with, that is who this reading pertains to. But yeah, so okay, so yeah, because we got no, we got another chance, forgive me. There, okay, and then we've even got create. So this friend or so-called real friend, I don't know, whatever, you take that for what it is. And I left this out, and we've got evil eye. Okay, evil eye protection. Yeah, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Like, the energy of this, it's just, I don't like it. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. I feel like whoever these people are, it's like they're trying to create this illusion that, like, they're just trying to create an illusion overall so that you can forgive them for, you know, whatever addictive ways they've been showing you, even if, like, you didn't know that they had an addiction, right? But the things that they've been doing are from that of an addictive nature. And it could even be this person has an addiction, like, with you. Right? And be obsessed with you and be really pulling and tugging on your energy, and you are, like I said, going back to maybe that Pisces reading, like, you have been trying to set boundaries, or you are now wanting to set boundaries, and you gonna tell their ass no when it comes to certain things, or maybe you've told them no when it comes to certain things, and it irritated them and pissed them off, right? So then they got to, you know, sending you the evil eye and wishing bad stuff and all of that, mad at you because you don't want to put up with what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's, like I say, maybe some of y'all already cut them off and whatever. So now they're going to come back trying to create, like, this illusion, like, oh, you know, I just, I want you to forgive me. You know, I was making mistakes, or I did this, or I did that. And try to give you this, like, little sob, guilt trip story because of their addictions or whatever, and tell you all this, well, you know, this is what's been going on, so I just been drinking, and I've been smoking, and I've been popping pills, and I've been this, and that, you know, just try to give you, like, this guilt trip type situation story so you feel sorry for them, so you forgive them, and give them another chance. And I really feel like a lot of y'all gonna be like, no. Because either one, you've already given them multiple chances. Maybe this is not a new thing. Like I say, this could very well have been at one point in time your real friends, what you consider to be real friends. You guys could have a connection over a long period of time, and this is nothing new for some of y'all, right? But it's just new in the fact of, like I say, one, you're saying no this time around, right? And you're standing firm on that. Two, you also, I'm sorry, I left this out. We do have Jamaica at the top of the deck as well, so that could resonate with you as well. Maybe these friends, somebody's Jamaican, or that's one of the places you guys have visited together. But, like, these, it's just in the past things were, and here's the thing, even maybe you participated in some of this stuff in the past, because I don't think I even threw that out there before. Maybe this is stuff that you did used to do. Maybe you did used to get drunk with them and all kind of stuff or whatever, but you came into a newness of who you are, right? You've had an awakening, or you've sat back and done some shadow work. You wanted to grow. You noticed certain things were hindering you, right? And you were like, man, I can't keep doing this. Or, well, it could be anything. It could be, maybe y'all used to snort lines and stuff together, right? Maybe y'all used to just smoke weed, whatever, right? Because everybody got whatever their own little vice is. And you stop because you realize like this is not advancing me. Maybe you have like certain goals that you want to meet. Sorry y'all, excuse the noise, hold on 1 second. Certain goals that you want to, achieve, accomplish, right? And you really sat down and was like, okay, what am I doing that is not serving me? What am I doing that's not helping me? What am I doing that's keeping me from meeting my goals? And one of them you noticed was like, oh, okay, well, I'm probably smoking too much weed. I'm probably snoring too many lines. I'm probably drinking too much. Let me cut back on this and see, if it does benefit me for not doing that, right? I actually did that work. And for you, first off, I send you so much love. Kudos to you. Shout out to you, because that's not easy to do. Whether you actually went and got help or not, or just did it amongst you and spirit and God, right? Whatever way you did it, right? And you ended up seeing a good outcome from it. You saved money. You probably had more energy. You probably was able to be more focused and accomplish certain things. So shout out to you, okay? And let me be very clear, it's no shade to any of you guys who have not, okay? Take this as maybe it is your sign that maybe that's something you should try, okay? Because maybe it will be beneficial for you. And if it don't, hey, keep doing you. Live your best life. Do whatever you're going to do, right? Because we all have our own paths and journeys that we have to go down, okay? But here at Divine Elevated Love, I come to you from a space of love and wanting you to heal and wanting you to grow. And I want to be very clear in stating that addictions, our addictions and our vices, whatever that is, whatever it looks like for you, can really only be, for the most part, us trying to numb things that we need to heal. Okay? So take the time to do the healing work. Okay? Going back to those of you who have already, abstained or cut back or whatever you done. Okay? It could be as simple as cigarettes. You used to smoke the fuck out of some cigarettes. Now you're like, fuck them damn cigarettes. Right? That's really big. It's really, really big, because it means that you've been working on you and you've been trying to do the healing, because a lot of times these addictions are deep rooted in our trauma. All right. You're just suppressing and numbing things that aren't going to go away until you really do the work. Okay. So shout out to y'all. Right. But you probably used to do these things and now you're not. And now you like, I see what part of the problem was. Not only was it me, right? Because you want to be accountable for yourself. Not only was it me making the choice and the decision to do it, but it's the fact that I still was kicking it around y'all, and y'all do it. So y'all influence it as well. Even once I decided to not do it anymore, I'm still hanging around y'all and expecting it not to kind of be forced on me or put right in my face, and me putting myself in a position to also kind of go back down that road, which I already did the work. I already did the evaluation. I've already did the self-reflection. I acknowledge that I'm doing better with not doing those things or whatever it is, right? And so now that you done went and told these folks no and removed yourself, they pissed the fuck off. And now they probably sitting around talking about you not their real friend. Oh, they ain't even no real friend. They fake. They blah, blah, blah. Smear campaign, right? But listen, Archangel Michael here. Let Archangel Michael like, listen, I got my sword and shield and everything, and I'm slicing and dicing. And listen, you got evil eye protection. You're good. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about people, trying to say whatever, because people are going to talk, whether you're doing good or bad. People are going to always deflect, especially when it's them that are still being a part of some type of problem or still having some type of issue. It's so much easier for people to point the finger at someone else than to look at themselves. And, so take that for what it is. But yeah, so hold on, let me I don't know, y'all. I just, like I said before, and see, we 34 minutes in. 34:47 was on the timer when I looked at it. It's 12:40 on the clock. Just, yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, one of you guys could be a Sagittarius or an Aries or a Pisces. I think I already said that earlier though. One of you guys could be 34. One of you guys could be 47. Somebody could be born in 74. Or somebody could be 43 years of age. I'm getting Sarah, Jerika, Jeriana, Jariah, Elise, Amanda, Jessica, Tommy, Keith, Kenneth, Paige, Mason. So it could be like, somebody could be a Mason, or that could be a last name. And Spirit wants somebody to know that you guys could be receiving unexpected income now that you guys have walked away from some of these connections. For those of you who have cut back on addictions, that could be something that's about to come in for you guys. It's some unexpected income due to the fact that, like, Spirit's just gonna reward you at this time for standing up for yourself, telling people no that have, that don't have your best interest at heart. They're also wanting you to create some new ways of making income for yourself. Okay. Create new connections, right? Create new connections where you will be able to have some new real friends, right? Create these new connections. Or soon you will be doing so. And then look, at the bottom of the deck we have community. So you listen. There's some good things that is about to come in for some of you guys. Well, let me not even say some of you guys. Those of you who are here in this reading, receive what parts of the reading is for you. Okay, receive what is for you in this reading. But ultimately, I feel like for those of you guys who have done the work, who have had to cut off friends or set boundaries with certain friends, and some of y'all got friends who are about to be mentally locked up, like mentally messed up in the head because of whatever they've done to you, or just because of these addictions. Okay, and some may actually even go to jail, okay, due to certain things. Okay. But going back to that community card, I don't even know what I did with it, y'all. What didn't we just had a community card, right? I must have shuffled it. But we had a community card. So it's like you oh, there you go. But I feel like you're about to gain a new community of real friends. People and like these people are smiling. Like there's flowers that look all nice and vibrant and pretty. Now there is someone in there is someone in the background who y'all probably can't even see that well. Someone back there, he looking a little shady. He's not that happy at all about everybody else that's smiling and rejoicing and whatnot together. But so that could be the old friends that see you about to link up with some new people and live your best life and have fun and listen, live your life, be great. Don't allow the things that you've had to unfortunately walk away from keep hindering you. Release that energy. Move forward. Okay, like I say, get yourself to some good water, cleanse your energy, Make sure you're grounding yourself. If you have in fact cut off old friends, if you have in fact stopped whatever your thing was, well done. Okay, great job. Keep going, because things can trigger us, obviously, and sometimes take us, make us backstep or backpedal or whatever. And you don't need to do that. Okay, you've come too far for that. One thing that I'm being also led to say, and I could be saying the little saying wrong, but it was like a meme that said something like something along the lines of like, I'm not going back to something that I had to heal myself from. So take that for whatever it resonates with you for. So if in fact you had to cut some people off or some things off, whatever, places, things, whatever, don't listen. I'm going to highly suggest forgiving, because that releases you. It releases it from your heart. Your heart will not be heavy. We all know the saying that on Judgment Day, our heart is to be lighter than a feather. Okay, so you don't want your heart to be heavy, so you forgive for yourself. Okay, but in forgiveness does not mean you have to continue to move forward in life dealing with these individuals if they are not serving your best interest at heart. If they want you doing unhealthy things that are going to could kill you or could put you in a negative position, in a low vibration, get you locked up, whatever, then those people aren't really for you. And that's just the God honest truth. They're really for themselves and what serves them in that moment, and not the overall collective result. Especially if they're giving you the evil eye because they mad because you set boundaries and said no. Okay? Create those new connections. Alright? Create better moments, happy moments, new habits that are healthy, right? And that serve you. Go travel if you need to travel. Punta Cana was one that came up. Egypt was one that came up. And Jamaica came up. Okay, so and then also up under Jamaica we have pray. Okay, so definitely pray if this is a hard situation for you. But don't set yourself back from all of the hard work that you did already in your healing, in your discipline, okay? By trying to give somebody another chance just because they're going to come in begging like, oh, forgive me, I'm doing better, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, you know your story, you know what's up. So I'm going to let it be because, listen, we 42 minutes in, 42:33 on the timer. I'm going to see y'all later. I hope this reading was helpful. I send y'all so much love. If it resonated with you guys, tap the like button, all that other stuff. All right, see ya.